Hello, welcome back to the channel for another coin hunt. Today we have £1,000 of £2 coins to have a hunt through. I'm not sure when this bag was sealed, but I can see that this one was sealed on the 26th of May 2023. Let's open them up and see what we can find. And while those bags are being opened up, let's have a quick look at the book to see which designs we're still after. In fact, there are only two. We need Commonwealth Games England and Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, Northern Ireland being the rarest £2 commemorative in circulation. And after that, we have everything up to and including the Great Fire of London. And the first find of the day is Shakespeare's Histories from 2016. So this is part of a 3-coin set, Shakespeare's Histories being the most common of the three. I don't keep my Shakespeare's anymore, I used to though. And the second commemorative of the day is Brunel's Achievements, or Brunel's Arches. So this is a very common one, not worth keeping. What's happened to this one here? It could be a fake. Let's turn it over and have a look at this side. I think it's probably okay. It's just sort of been filed away there or something. I think it looks okay. What have we got here? 2016 Jodie Clark. It's a Britannia, very nice indeed. So that one is a low tier keeper, the first one of the day. What's this one going to be? £2 Jodie Clark again. And this time it is a World War I Navy centenary. Fantastic. So this is a very, very good find. So only 650,000 of these have been circulated. So this is a very, very scarce coin indeed. We do have our luck on the channel finding them. I'm just checking if there's a flag error at the top, which there isn't. But nevertheless, very, very nice find indeed. So star find of the day so far. Quickly followed by a Rugby World Cup. So this was the first bimetallic £2 commemorative coin that got circulated. Very cool indeed. Unfortunately not a keeper. Here we have the Trevithick. So we don't find as many of these as we should according to the mintage figures, so we do find this one a little bit harder to find on the channel than perhaps some of the others, but nonetheless it's not a keeper. And we have another Jodie Clark, £2. Shakespeare's Comedies, so this is the rarest one of the 3 Shakespeare coins. And here we have Active Union. So this one is a very common commemorative coin, however it is known to have a rotation error. So let's just turn it around and check. Absolutely fine. So that one will be returned to the bank. Quickly followed by another Brunel's Achievements. That's the second one of that one for the day. That is a very, very, very shiny 2015. I mean, that looks like it has not been out in circulation for very long at all. Wowzers. Not going to keep it though. And here we have Florence Nightingale. So again, this one is a very common coin, not a keeper. And here we have the first fake of the day. There we go. 2015. Okay, I'll add that to the Hall of Shame at the end. finish off that bag with another active union. Let's just check for a rotation error on this one. No, absolutely fine. One day I will find a rotation error on those ones. Another Rugby World Cup, second one of the day. Oh, and here we have Guy Fawkes for the first time. So again, very common. Quickly followed by another Florence Nightingale. And another active union. We're getting lots of commemoratives anyway. Very cool. You can see more commemoratives in this bag. Here we have Trinity House, so this one is a low tier keeper. Quickly followed by World War I Army Centenary, so super common, but we do check the rotation on these ones. And we're also going to check the edge inscription for King and Country, so that is all correct. Of course, I will be checking all the coins, all the commemoratives for errors at the end. Just some of the coins are, some of the designs are known to have errors, so I check them on screen. Another rotation check on this one here, active union. That one's immediately grabbed my eye. It's another fake number 2 for the day. There you go, very obvious from the Queen's portrait there. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Of course, another giveaway. Does that say Jodie Clark on there, or is that an attempt to in-rank broadly? Dear, oh dear. Second fake. Terrific number 2 for the day. Another Brunel's Achievements. Oh, very cool. And here is Shakespeare's Tragedies. So we've completed the Shakespeare set now. This one being in the middle in terms of mintage of the 3. This one is known to have an edge inscription error. It's definitely worth checking the edge inscription on here. It should say "What a piece of work is a man," which this one does. There have been some found, and indeed I've found one before I started the channel where the edge inscription is for King and Country, so it's come from this one here. More commemoratives in this bag. We have Brunel's portrait, so this is the sister coin to the achievements that we found earlier. So this one, again, it's known to have an edge inscription error, so just double check it. It's upside down, let's have a look this way. Engineer, yeah, so that is the correct edge inscription on that one. And here we have DNA double helix for the first time today. Do you like that design? Unfortunately, it's not a keeper. Lovely selection of commemoratives so far. And here's another one, VE Day. So this is the most common £2 commemorative coin in circulation. We've still got a load of bags to go here. Another Shakespeare's Tragedies, so let's just check the edge inscription on this one. Of work is a man, so that one is all correct and in good order. Another Trevithick. That one's going to be moving up the Shaky scale or down the Shaky scale, whichever way it works. finish this bag off with another Act of Union. No rotation error on that one either. Other than the Commonwealth Games we need for the book, the other thing, oh, here we go, here is a Brunel's Achievements again. The other thing I'd really like to find right now is, oh, I'll be able to tell you in a minute. There we go, that's another VE day. Bit of spoil on the commemoratives today, finding absolutely loads of them. Yep, so other than, oh, every time I try and say it, we find another commemorative. So another new design for the day. So this one is Marconi, fairly common though, so not a keeper. Oh, lovely, and a Charles Darwin. So this is in fact my favourite £2 design. I think the proof version of this is absolutely stunning. So that is a low tier keeper. And here we have Lord Kitchener. So in itself a very common coin to commemorate the outbreak of World War I. However, there is a mule error kicking around, so mule error is where the reverse and the obverse don't match. So let's turn this one over and have a look at the obverse. It says £2 at the bottom. There have been some found without the £2 there, so that would be very cool. Unfortunately, as is, that's not a keeper. Yeah, so other than the Commonwealth Games that we need for the book, the design I'd really like to find. Oh, that is just brilliant. Okay, so here's Robert Burns. This one, that's a nice find. It's a low tier keeper. Very cool indeed. Another new design to add to the collection here. The other design that I'd really like to find is a Mary Rose. I haven't found one of them for a little while. And here we have another different one. I haven't had abolition of the slave trade today, so that as well is a very common coin. However, there is an NIFC variant where if you see the letters DG below and to the right of the 7, then that was one just for the collector's sets. You shouldn't be finding it in your change. Another VE day. Now, what's happened to this one? Postman damage, I think. Yeah, I think that's post-mint. All of a sudden, the commemoratives are suddenly dried up a bit. This is the point in the video where I should have been talking about the Mary Rose and how much I'd like to find one. And here we go. So I did spy with my little eye a golden guinea. Very nice indeed. Another low tier keeper and another different design. We've found pretty much all the common ones. Just need some of the rarer ones now. Another Robert Burns. That's very cool. Second one of the day. Another Guy Fawkes, very cool. Second one of the day. Jodie Clark. What's this one going to be? The Shakespeare's Histories. And a few of those now. Oh, I haven't. That's the second one. I stand corrected. Oh, very nice. I didn't clock it when I looked at the other side. That is a Jersey Parishes. That's a very nice find. 1998. We do not find many territory coins in our £2 coin hunts. That's in not too bad condition either. Very, very nice indeed. With all these commemoratives, and we've had a couple of really nice finds with the Jersey Parishes and the Navy. Sort of feel like there's potential in here for a Commonwealth, maybe an Olympic, maybe a Mary Rose. Another abolition of the slave trade. I'll start off that bag with another VE Day. Another design I'd really like to find, come to think of it, we don't get many of them on this channel, is a 2015 Britannia. That's another VE Day there. 2015 Britannia has the same mintage number as the Navy centenary, only 650,000, but for whatever reason I find a lot more of the Navies than I do of the Britannias. Some more commemoratives in this bag. There's a Commonwealth Games under this Brunel portrait. Oh, amazing. Now how can I do this to sort of make the grand reveal? Okay, so this one is Brunel's portrait. I need to check the edge inscription on that, but underneath here we have a Commonwealth Games. We need England and Northern Ireland. Let's have a look and see. Oh, it's Wales. It's a really good find. So that's the third Wales that we've had on the channel. It's the second rarest, actually, of the 4 Commonwealths, or out of all the £2 coin commemoratives. Absolutely brilliant find, but not one for the book. By far and away the star find of today, though. So here's a Brunel's portrait as well. Let's just quickly check the edge inscription. Yeah, that is absolutely fine and as it should be. Where does Brunel live? In fact, we found him fairly late on. There we go. And another Brunel's portrait, also with the correct edge inscription. I think there's another commemorative in this one, or at least one. I noticed when I saw the edge inscriptions. Yeah, that's the one I noticed. Another Trinity House. Very nice indeed, low tier keeper. Another abolition of the slave trade. Another Marconi. It's the second one we've had of that one today, I think. Where is Marconi? I've got so many stacks now, I can't see. There we go. Need to come up with some sort of a system for putting the coins down. Right, we have another abolition of the slave trade. What am I talking about? Active union, sorry everyone. Active union, no rotation error on that one. Getting all excited because I found that Commonwealth Games Wales. Another Guy Fawkes. We have Charles Dickens. Remarkably, I don't think we've had him yet today, so very, very common indeed. If you don't know where he was born, please go and check out Ten Bob's channel, she'll tell you. The Army Centenary. No rotation error on that one. And for King and Country, so that is the correct edge inscription. Only two of that one today so far. It's definitely one of the most common ones we find on the channel. And this one's the last bag of the hunt. And we have another gunpowder plot. And that's it. Okay, I'm going to double check all the coins now, make sure I didn't miss anything the first time round, and I'll post back in a few seconds with what I find. Okay, a few seconds for you is actually the next day for me. The reason for that is as I was going back through all the old technologies, this one caught my attention again. I'm really not sure whether that is post-mint damage or whether it's something that happened during the minting process, and I was recording late at night. I wanted to run it by Little Luke to get a second opinion. She's really not sure either, so would absolutely love it if you do know. If you could post in the comments and just let us know what you make of it, and indeed how you can tell, because we don't have the experience or the know-how to be able to sort of identify that being one way or the other. So I'll just hold it a little bit closer, as close as I can on this mobile phone. I do note that there's no damage on the actual reverse itself, that's all completely fine. But obviously there's some on the edge there, and then obviously going through like that. So yeah, I'd be very interested to know what people make of that. Please do share your thoughts with us. And then I do have two other errors. So the first one is this one here. So this is a 2015, but 2015 is the year to really keep an eye out for the rotation errors. But in this case, it's not a rotation error, and it is a channel first. I haven't ever found one of these before. But looking at the reverse here, first of all, it's clearly a little bit off center. So if you follow the beading on the outside, it's clearly in a little bit from the edge on this side, whereas on this side it's completely on the edge. But that's not the whole story. So if we turn it on its side and have a look here, you can see on the side the milling only covers sort of half of the edge. So the top half of the edge there is completely smooth, and the bottom half of the edge is milled. And the reason, so this is a partial collar error, and the reason for that is that the coin wasn't sitting completely inside its collar at the time that the dies sort of came together and the pressure was applied, because that's when the milling comes out. The edge inscription is already on the coin. By complete coincidence, I was actually watching a video by Mr. Gibble, and I'll put a link up here so that you can go and have a look at it if you're interested. He's done a whole series on coin errors, so if that floats your boat, I thoroughly recommend you go and watch them. Really informative. So that's absolutely awesome. I've never found a sort of a partial collar error like that before. So that was that 2015. And then last but not least, this 2010. 2010 is the year to keep an eye out for these double die obverse errors. We had one last week, and we've got another one this week as well. So if we have a careful look here on this side at the Elizabeth and the DEF, the letters are clearly doubled there, so that's a really nice example. I think the letters are doubled on the IRB as well. So that's very, very cool, and I'll be holding on to that one as well. So two really nice errors, and then one sort of curiosity with that sort of potential strike through, although Little Luke and I always sort of err on the side of caution and assume post-mint when we're not sure. Okay, the Hall of Shame, we found two fakes during the hunt, and they've been added accordingly, so we're making our way nicely through the Hall of Shame here. These two here are the ones that we found during the hunt. And then from the hunt itself, I think that these ones were the best finds. We found a couple of Trinity houses, two Robert Burns, a Darwin, a Guinea, a 2016 Britannia, and then I think that the best ones from the hunt itself are these ones here. So we got the The Jersey parishes, I think that the mintage figures on that something like 800,000, something like that. We've got the Navy Centenary, and then I think the best find, at least in terms of the commemorative, must be this one here. So the Commonwealth Games, Wales. We already have it in the book, but it's the second rarest coin in circulation, so absolutely wonderful find. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please do hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It makes a big difference, and I'll see you next time for another coin hunt.